photograph of me, and it was actually a horrible photograph because that corset didn't fit me on the top and my hair was awful and I do look a bit like a bloke. And I just folded it in half and I said, you know what, Graham, if you cut the top half of me off, it doesn't half look bad. My mum actually laughed and said, oh, people think that's your backside. I said, it is. She went, no, in all these years. She said, I thought he got it out of a porn magazine, darling. I said, no, Mummy, no, that was 2 nights before we left the UK and went on the run. And some of these pictures I really cannot show you. Graham, you are naughty. Now I've got a picture of our friend from MI6 there. Yes, this video is going to be a darn sight long. Graham's made all these. Oh, the fake suicide bit as well. This always sort of, this is bizarre, because a guy came to work at Dolphin Safari and he said, oh, I was on duty with the lifeboat the night that Britain's Most Wanted jumped off Beachy Head and I retrieved her body from the water. And I said to this guy, that's bullshit. And he said, no, it's not. No, it's not. I work for the RNLI and she jumped off Beachy Head. She survived. This guy's working at Dolphin Safari telling me this story. I went, go on, tell me. So she jumped a 500-foot cliff or whatever it is. She survived, yeah, and you pulled her out of the water and gave her the kiss of life. And he went, yeah. And I said, look, mate, I'm Fiona Mont. I was Britain's Most Wanted. Stop bullshitting. There was no fake suicide. I never fucking jumped off the cliff. And I actually wrote to the RNLI years later, because I went back that morning. I phoned my mum. She said, they're going on about a Beachy Head thing. So Graham and I went down to Beachy Head. And there were no police there. There was no search and rescue. There was nothing of the sort going on. And then years later, after I was on the run, I wrote to the RNLI and they confirmed it and they said there never was an air search rescue. That was all just bullshit made up by Steve Skerritt. Incredible, isn't it? Just a load of bullshit. But yeah, I'm looking for something very specific. There's so much here. Oh, I think I'm getting close. So I definitely saw it this morning. It's my travel documents. I've got pictures of Thomas. Oh yeah, I found that front page as well. Front page of the set. Oh yeah, this is quite funny. I was rather impressed that I was in Loaded magazine. And it's called Platinum Cads from 1 to 10. Number 1, Jamie Blandford. Number 2, Frederick Hervey. Number 3, Lord Byron. Number 4, Princess Margaret. Number 5, James Hewitt. Number 6, Fiona Mont. Number 7, George IV. Number 8, Darius Guppy. Number 9, Tom Parker Bowles. And number 10, Tamara Beckwith. So yeah, there's me. That photograph was taken from the same camera in Brighton Police Station that apparently wasn't working or recording. Oopsies. Oh, I will find this thing in a minute. That was, I've got to be careful not to show other people's identity, but that was me and Graham, generally speaking, when we were on the run. We were quite happy. We had quite a good time, actually. It was only whenever I phoned home and got a bit of stress for whatever. I think I might have gone past it. Might have to save it for another video for another day. I'll just keep going through this. Nah. No, I think that's gone. And the other one, and it won't give away Thomas's identity because it's a vague CCTV picture. Let's see if I can find it. It was just so, oops. Got to be really careful what I show there. There's some naked ones in there and you don't want to see all of that. That was a really weird picture of me. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. I'm sure I've got it in here somewhere. Oh, I think it was in there. Oh, here we are. There is little Mumpher in her bubble bath. That's what she was in when the GNR looked to me like they were going to snatch her. Can you imagine if they'd taken our Sammy? Who the fuck would have believed us? Oh, Britain's Most Wanted, Graham the Baron Hesketh. I mean, I'm not saying anything about the McCanns. I don't know what happened with Madeline. All I can say is that was one creepy ass town, and I've never been back there. We actually moved away. I lost my mind one night. Our neighbour was a retired copper, no less. Oh, good God, you know, it just, like, we needed that like a hole in the head. He was a very nice fella, but he drove me kind of crazy. He was always knocking on my door, asking for something or other. Oh, here we go. Anyway, I just stripped off naked one night, ran out the caravan, screaming my head off. I was just losing my fucking mind. Threw myself down in the grass. Graham come out. He went, "Stop making a scene. Get back in the caravan." And this ex-coppery's curtain was twitching. Anyway, I flew back. Well, we left Praia de Luz first. We moved further out to a place called Sagres, and I still have my tickets from when I flew back for the test run. Got all of it, and my boarding passes, and even got my train ticket from, it must have been from Gatwick, yeah, from Brighton to Gatwick. It was £6.90, and it was on the 23rd of November 2002. If that's going to focus on there. No, probably not. And there's my plane ticket from Faro to Gatwick. So we've literally kept everything. Literally kept everything. It is nice to go through old files. Bit of a weird one, this one, you know, obviously, but everybody has memories, don't they? Things they remember. My mum. Caravans. So, just thought I'd share that with you. And yeah, there was a story I was going to tell you. Oh yeah, the 8,000, the car I had, 8,300. I'll tell you that another day. I'll tell you that one. That was created by an incredibly spiteful person. And yes, I hope he does get to see that video when I make it. I hope he does. It's probably one of the subscribers here lurking amongst us, actually. He was always a little bit of a stalker. And, oh, just one last one. This was Sammy and Ben at Asda Car Park in Brighton Marina. Aren't they adorable? I paid £6 for that photograph. It was a helicopter look. They wanted to fix the helicopter up, so they were trying to raise money for it. It's Royal Navy Wasp anti-submarine helicopter. XT788 HMS Zulu. And they were trying to raise money to get it flying again, some sort of charity. And I happily paid £6 each for the kids to just sit in it and have their picture taken. So there you go. Memory lane. Oh, we've got tons of this stuff. Absolutely tons of it. Got absolutely everything documented. But yeah, Praia de Luz. I didn't like that town. Thoughts, opinions, memories of your own. And see you later on tonight for the live. I think Graham's even going to light the fire because it's turned a bit nippy. See you later.